Good evening, everyone, and welcome. It is a pleasure to host you here tonight and to see such a strong gathering of founders, innovators, investors, and friends of Hungarian technology. My name is Eleonora Mészáros. I serve as the Science and Technology Counselor and Consul of the Vice Consulate of Hungary here in the Silicon Valley. On behalf of the Vice Consulate and our partners, thank you for joining us for Fresh from CES 2026 Innovation from the Heart of Europe. Before we begin, I would like to extend my sincere thank you to Eva Boyzin, Honorary Consul of Hungary, who unfortunately cannot be with us this evening due to her other duties. Eva has been a dedicated supporter of Hungarian innovation and community building here in the Bay Area, and we are grateful for her commitment and for her support in making tonight's event possible. I would also like to express our appreciation to everyone who helped secure and support this wonderful venue, especially for the Hungarian-American scientists and innovators in the Silicon Valley. Tonight's program is special for a simple reason. It brings global momentum directly to our community. Just days ago, these Hungarian companies were presenting at the CES 2026 in Las Vegas, one of the world's most influential stages for technology. After that, they continued on to Los Angeles, and now they are here in the Bay Area to share what they are building, what they learn, and what comes next. The topic, innovation from the heart of Europe, is more than a phrase. Hungary and our region are increasingly recognized for deep engineering talent, practical problem solving, and the strong tradition of turning scientific excellence into real-world applications. And tonight, you will see that reflected in the real solutions our presenters are bringing from CES, AI-driven image processing and smart recognition technologies, future-proof EV charging with dynamic probe management, solar-powered smart public infrastructure that brings Wi-Fi and charging into our shared spaces, and multi-protocol smart buildings platforms that makes homes and buildings more adaptive, efficient, and connected. And this is also why we have chosen a hybrid format, both in-person participation and online presentation. Innovation is global, collaboration is borderless, and the relationships we build here can scale far beyond this room. Over the next 60 minutes, you will meet founders and leaders from some of Hungary's most exciting companies, Adaptive Recognition, Volti, Cube, and Uphome. We are very proud to welcome them, and we are equally excited to welcome you, the audience. Because tonight is not only about the demonstration, it is about a conversation. It is about finding points of connection, pilots, partners, customers, advisors, investors, researchers, and future teammates. Silicon Valley is a place where ideas accelerate when the right people meet. And that is exactly what we hope happens here this evening. A quick note on logistics. We will move through the presentation and leave ample time for discussion and networking. Light refreshments are available, so please make yourself comfortable and encourage you to introduce yourself to someone new before you leave. Thank you again for spending your evening with us, especially on a busy Thursday, and for supporting a community that bridges Hungary and the Bay Area through technology, entrepreneurship, and shared ambition. With that, let us begin fresh from CES 2026 and welcome the innovators from Heart of Europe.
My name is Zoltán Egyed. I'm a co-president of the Hungarian Innovators Club of Silicon Valley. We are a non-political organization of people involved in innovation. We organize monthly events. You can visit our website at hungariansv.com. Our presenting companies today are from Hungary, from their CES presentation in Las Vegas. They'll be supported by a wonderful scientific and technology attaché, Eleonora Mészáros. Interestingly, our co-president, János Patvatsky, who just had his second substantial exit with his company, cannot be here today because he's busy with his new acquirer, Snowflake, and he's here with us in spirit and might be able to follow him with some questions afterwards.
Yeah, Zoltán, thank you for the introduction. Hello, everyone. Welcome, and thank you very much for joining us.
Wonderful. Good to have you here. First, we will hear from the Hungarian Export Promotion Agency, after which I will go over the pitch process. Please help me welcome the first presenter, Csutora Balázs.
Okay, the screen is shared. Thank you very much. Hi, everyone. My name is Balázs Zsó. Még egyszer.
We don't see these,
Még egyszer. Nem balra viszont.
Exit.
we don't see, yes, we don't see his, screen, his presentation.
It is, shared. It
Yes.
is.
Can you see it?
You say it's just a. Okay. Okay.
Let me know at any point, those of you who are online, okay, if you cannot see it. So thank you very much for having us. Nice to meet you all. Jó estét kívánok mindenkinek. My colleague is actually here as well, and she'll be here for the networking. She's helping outside with the late arrivals. We are two of us representing the Hungarian Export Promotion Agency. Her name is Miss Kata Butta, and she's the Director of Exhibitions and Event Management department at the Hungarian Export Promotion Agency. Her team and well, me and my team, we were the ones who organized the CES presence for this year with our wonderful partners here, representing companies, with the help of Nora and our colleagues in Los Angeles. So thank you very much again for all the help. And I'll just be quick about our presentation because I think more important is the companies itself, right? So this is us. We are present globally. We're a non-profit. We work with about 6,000 companies in Hungary, and those of us who are not our partners inside the country, it basically takes a phone call. Right?
So I believe you are sharing a different window. The one which is shared is stationary. That is not the presentation for the speakers.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. That is my bad. Sorry. I see the mistake. You should see it now.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. So we are present in all. Yeah, okay, I cannot see it, but you can see. So we are present with 5 partner offices inside the world. Closest to us here is the one in Toronto. We've been operating it for 6 years. We're all colleagues, right? We're local in Toronto and representing the business sector there. Our job is the matchmaker, right? So we are providing networking opportunities and support in finding partners to Hungarian exporting companies. And these are SMEs, these are bigger companies, these are smaller companies and startups as well. We have quite an extensive network in all the sectors, different sectors. If you're interested in any of the sectors, we can point you to the correct partner inside Hungary and vice versa. Those partners who are interested in the market here in the US, we can tell them, orient them where to come, what to do, who to look for, and we give them context to start negotiations and potential cooperation. We do a lot of exhibitions, as I said. This is one of the ways that we try to facilitate the expansion of the Hungarian companies, and we provide also a lot of information in the way of market research analyses, and we have an export academy as well, helping the smaller size companies to prepare before moving to the market. These are some of the exhibitions. These are, well, a CES from last year, because we don't have the pictures yet from, well, kind of we do, but that's my mistake. I didn't have time to update it yet. But this is our presence last year, right? Now our stand was much bigger. So I encourage you to media, and you can see a little bit of, there's some echo. Let me know if it's really bad, and then we'll try to do something. And we also were last year, and we'll go now this April to Colorado Springs to the 40th and now 41st Space Symposium, which is a space-focused exhibition. This is just in the US, right? I think everybody in the room knows of these details, right? It's just about the size comparison of what we're talking about in the between the two countries. You can see, I think what's relevant to you is just the industrial breakup is a little bit different, right, in Hungary than in the US itself. Still, we believe there is a lot of cooperation, right? A lot of possibilities for cooperation. You can see most of the biggest exporting segments that our country has to the US. Obviously, electronics in transport and vehicles are the main ones. You know why, right? Like all the multinational companies and all the car manufacturers are exporting quite a bit of their equipment, but we are present in a lot of different sectors as well. We have a few success stories, so Nora was kind enough to orient me that I should talk about a little bit more about the success stories and actual, actual examples or concrete examples. You can just see a few of the players here. One of them is actually here, right, in person. So he will speak in about like 2 minutes, which is adaptive recognition. We tried to make the slide here, well, I did, right, like I did the presentation, but we tried to put it into a little bit of sectors. So you can see Richter Gedeon and 77 Electronica, they're in the players in the healthcare sector. Femtonics is they're doing microscopes, so there is a startup, an innovative company in the biotech, in the healthcare sector, let's just say. You see down at the bottom with adaptive recognition, we have 2 players who are in engineering and space industry. So Pulley Space is actually a really cool company. Those of you who are Hungarian know Pulley, right? So that's our dog, the breed of dog. They design special equipment that walks on the moon, that can recognize water on the moon surface or under the surface level, and they call them pulleys. So econ engineering is also in the engineering sector. We have on the right side a little bit of the different sectors. Continest is was one of the 13 companies that exhibited at CES. They do foldable containers. They're present here. They're present in Toronto. They're coming to the FIFA World Cup and supplying with a bunch of containers to them. That's a very innovative or a very interesting company, innovative as well. That could be interesting to those who are in the remote area or remote locations or conditions. We have some wines, which I hope you can taste a little bit now as well today. Is it Schauspieler? No. Okay. So we have a couple of wineries. Especially is actually a hamburger company that came to New York, so that's very nice. And then you have a couple more in the food sector and the other industries. Anyways, without going into like all of the specifics, there is quite a few success stories of different sizes of companies, right? So that is important to us to see that everything can prosper. And what we see business opportunities here as well, even more in these sectors. Transport and vehicle industry is actually represented here today, so that is very good. You can discuss specifics or just get some ideas and brainstorm with them here today. Electronics obviously is probably, or ICT, I would say, and high tech and health industry actually is what's more relevant here to San Francisco, right? So we have quite a few partners, and I actually really encourage to look at the Hungarian healthcare industry and to see the medtech solutions that we are also building. Sustainable and green technologies obviously is a hot topic always. Quite a few good companies there too. Agro and food industry, we are strong at, but probably not for San Francisco, right? It's not the most relevant. And in the services industry, we are providing a few companies too. Our companies are providing a few good solutions as well. Whatever your field is here, right, you can approach us today. We can discuss if you're interested in one or two or whatever, a number of specific industries, let me know. We can tell you or show you examples or connect you to our partners. They would be happy to follow up, and start discussions. And similarly, if you have an idea, the other direction, then we're here to support as well. Basically that's it for today from me. You can find our information, but I would be happy to have some discussions after this in the networking part and to discuss, any kind of possibilities here. So thank you very much for having me. Stop sharing.
Thank you. So I will be moderating the pitches. The companies will have 10 minutes to present, and then we will ask questions. My request to the presenters is to please talk about your product, talk about the problem you are solving, the solution you are providing, what is the market opportunity, what is your traction, and what you are asking for. How can this community, this set of people locally here and also online can help you with achieving what you are here for. We will have 10 minutes of questions after each presentation and also have a lot longer and more informal questioning afterwards after the presentations are done. One thing to remember, the microphone is very directional. When you hear a question, please repeat the question so people online will also hear it. Thank you, and please help me welcome our first presenter, Richard Wolf from Adaptive Recognition.
Thank you. So first share, then the second share. So one confirmation if the share is okay at that side as well.
Yes.
Great, thanks. So I'm Richard Wolf from Adaptive Recognition. We are a 34-year-old company from Hungary, have global presence. So we are selling to 154 countries around the world. Our business is now it's very famous to have the AI around the world. We've got the neural network, which is something close to the AI, can be called also AI. We have the neural network is for the OCR. So we are recognizing characters. It can be different places to use, but we have a quite narrow focus. We are recognizing license plates and documents. License plates recognition can also be used for a lot of reasons. I would like to narrow our product range for two products now. And these two products, one of them is the, I don't know whether you can see it. Hopefully now I can change to my second slide. Yeah, so the second slide is, I would start with the product, but the product itself, I don't think it's the most interesting, but as long as it looks nice, I brought a picture as well from it. So we are manufacturing the product in robotic cells in Hungary, but what is it for? It's more important. This product is more for the access controls. The access controls mean it can be better with the barriers or barrierless, so it can be free flow. And most of the times now we can see that people are using even at their own gated communities because it is much easier to use them for. I have some nice places. I would only highlight one is the Copenhagen Opera, where they've chosen us because the first site when you meet wherever you go is the parking camera. So it really counts what you would like to see. And a lot of our customers would like to differentiate themselves. They are differentiating themselves with this camera because this is a solid metal housing. So this is what you can see. What is inside? I don't know if any of you have a clue how many different type of number plates you get in the US. Any idea? Only that, how many types? Just a guess.
5.
You've got 35,000 different types of plates in the US. That's what at least how many types we can recognize. So you need to know that this is something, the magic behind the numbers. I will show some slides what is this amount. And the same camera with a different, because all of our knowledge, all of the computers inside our cameras. So this small camera can also be used for traffic violations. So red lights, stop, wrong turn, a lot of places like bus lane usage. So all of these things which can help us to have safer cities, to save lives, to get into the road quicker to our destination. And this is a small site what we can recognize. So we can recognize the make, the model, the color, and also the view of the car, whether it's front or rear. In the US, it's important to have the rear plates as well. And from the rear, we can also tell the make, the model. And as far as there were a lot of requests, we can also tell what is the generation. So if it is the Corvette first generation and the last generation, we can differentiate of them. Why is it important? If there is a crash in a parking place, people won't remember the plate. They will remember it was a yellow Corvette. That was a very nice yellow Cabrio Corvette. Corvette. Then we can search for the yellow Corvettes, regardless of the plate. And certainly we can then identify who was there. This is the big brother. So we came from the highway stuff. For 25 years, we're making the big highway cameras. This is a highway camera with a radar, so we can measure the speeds. Again, it's something for the precision. So what we're doing, one of the differentiators you can see from outside that we have the solid housing, but the most important thing is what we've got inside the software. So our recognition rate is 99.9, which means that if you are collecting either parking or road toll, that counts a lot. So just quick calculation, if you miss 10 cars out of 1,000, and roughly around 100,000 cars are going in one day on a highway like 6 lanes, then you miss more than $10,000 a day. Just you miss on 0.1%. That's a very quick calculation. So it's worth to have the ones which you are really accountable. Now we are serving to different places very close to here. We just sold a few hundred to Mexico. So if you're around, watch out. They are now measuring speed quite seriously with our devices. What else it can be used for? It can be used for differentiating of the different type of cars. We've got special devices to count the axles. Also, on the highways, we can have these gated solutions. I've asked my colleagues to put this slide because we are very close to places where we call ports, and we are in the UK, Dover ports, Copenhagen. There are several ports who are using our technique for pre-gating. So the trucks, cars, they are going through these pre-gates. Why they arrive there, they know what is the type of the truck, whether the car have how many people are sitting there. We are counting, we are calculating if it is needed, the speed of the cars as well, certainly how many people are in there, all the codes, the container codes, US dot codes, all the codes, and we put them into one package, and they can use it for their system, tolling system, ticketing system, any kind of like ferries. So they are just feeding the ferries without stop and go. So free flow, they are feeding the ferries. You don't have to stop. You don't have to buy the ticket. You say online that, okay, there will be 5 people in this Chevy. We calculate, okay, this is this Chevy. Certainly, they need to match it. And we count, okay, there's 5 people in that. They bought 4 tickets. Then there's one mismatch. So they need to buy one more. So these are the techniques. We are providing we are the component providers. So we're not putting them together. We are working with port integrators, and they are using our techniques, our cameras, our softwares, and that's what we put together for them. I didn't mention, but we do have a lot of passport reader possibilities, but I wanted to focus on these 2 cameras now. Short time, I don't want to miss the attention. Well, I've asked only 1 minute and I will hopefully can share this one as well. A very short video, and in this video, okay, I will stop sharing this one. And then I can share this one for you. Okay, and here we go with this one. Maybe I should put it here. Then it's easy, okay? Do we have the share still here?
Oh, yeah. It is not shared.
It's not shared. Okay, then I will change quickly the share of view. Okay. Then you will have this one. Everything here. And then the video should. Okay, now it's shared.
Is it? 10 minutes.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not shared.
Is it not shared?
It's not shared.
Okay, this is 50 minutes sec.
Okay.
This one, okay? So I have asked the video that shows what is the usage. And just to see what you can see from the data packages, what we get. We also have speed cameras on board, so a lot of other things around. Okay, that's all from me. Thanks very much for your
A
attention.
question, sorry.
Yeah, any questions?
You see these trucks.
Yep.
Taking pictures of the trucks going rather fast.
Yep.
Is there any way your system could be linked to some other gizmo that will slow the trucks down?
We can
Before they
provide
kill each other.
we can provide these data to any system. And if there's a system which is connected to a bumper or whatever to slow down the trucks, then what we can provide is those data which I showed you, which consist of the speed and a lot of other things. We are not slowing down. We are not feeding the ferries. We are not even writing a check to anyone for speeding. We are making this closed package to the police, and they can do whatever they want.
Thank you.
What kind of way can we help you? What are we looking for here?
We are looking for those partners who are integrators in these highway projects, in parking industry, because we are doing the business to business. So we provide them with support. We have local time zone support in Spanish and in English. We've got one office in Tampa, which is the other part, and I'm now considering to have one office here at the West Coast as well. So that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm looking for partners of having maybe linking us to any of those companies who are integrators or these type of who are in the parking business or in the enforcement or ITS business. This type. So any other questions?
What is your business model for the cameras and ROI? So is it a one-time sale, the selling per device, or?
Well, the business model varies. So we have the one-time sales, although the softwares have the updates. But we've got also, so it can be the CAPEX and OPEX. We are quite a big company, so we are capable to do even big projects on an OPEX base as well.
So there is no subscription model after that? So they can pay?
Subscription model might be on a software side if only the software part is needed. We have an APR software package which is cloud-based. So that part might go only on subscription base. If there's a hardware, it might be going only like an OPEX, or like a monthly fee, which we can call subscription, but something like that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your attention.
I would like to ask, come and find the presentátor and the szaros
Try again.
It should be working. The sharing is working?
I do not see share from your. Okay.
Okay, start again.
Stop following again.
But,
On Teams.
Yep.
No, not work.
Okay,
We have it on there, but we do not have it on the share yet.
now? We're sharing it now.
It said started, but I haven't seen it showing up.
Now?
Yes, it is there. Yes.
Great. Hi everyone. Thanks for having us. Before I explain Volti, I would like to show you a video. So what you just saw is EV charging done right. It's already operating at scale. I'm Tamás Binder. I am the co-owner and managing director of Volti. Quickly about myself. In 2018, I already had an exit. I saw the mobile application that I had developed for EV chargers in Hungary. Since then, I have been working across software, hardware, and real-world systems, which is why we are building Volti the way we are today. We bring the product here. This is Volti. EVs today are beautiful digital emotional products, but the moment you need to charge, the experience suddenly feels like industrial infrastructure from another decade. In the US, many chargers don't work. Others technically work, but feels confusing, unfriendly, and badly designed. The real issue isn't EV adaptation. Demand is here. The issue is that both the infrastructure and the software running it haven't kept up with how fast this sector is evolving. We are putting 2025 vehicles on 2010 infrastructure. That's a problem Volti was built to solve. Volti is a full-stack EV charging company. We don't just design chargers, we build them, install them, operate them, and keep them running. In 2025, after 2 full years of operation on network, Volti generated $1.5 million in revenue last year in Hungary. Today, more than 2,000 Volti chargers are actively operating, giving us real-world operational data at scale. The scale allows us to do something most chargers companies can't. We use AI-driven monitoring and automated problem solving to detect failures early, diagnose root causes, and fix issues remotely before drivers notice. At the same time, we are deeply focused on user experience. That focus on design isn't just an opinion. Both chargers have won 3 independent design awards already. Charging should feel simple, intuitive, and even enjoyable, not like using industrial equipment. Design software, and operations are tightly integrated, which is why VoLTE chargers are both reliable and pleasant to use. It's not a concept, it's running infrastructure at scale. Our approach to scale VoLTE internationally, capital efficient. First, we license VoLTE platform, including design, technology, and operational know-how to EV charger manufacturers here in US and Canada. This allows us to expand globally without heavy upfront manufacturing costs. Long term, our goal is to bring manufacturing in the US and Canada closer to customers and demand. North America needs EV chargers that are reliable, adaptable, and actually pleasant to use. VoLTE wins because we are combining real revenue, operational scale, and design thinking. We've proven the model in Europe. Now we are bringing it to North America. We are raising 2 to 3 million to scale licensing, deepen the platform, and preparing for US and Canadian expansion. VoLTE is redefining what EV charging should feels like. Thank you.
How do you guys update the software on these if there is any problem?
Yeah, so all of the chargers are connected to internet, and we have our own development team, and we are releasing new software updates every 1 or 2 weeks. And when we release it, the chargers are automatically update themselves without any user interaction.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and the model is subscription based or it's one time?
Yeah, so in Europe, Hungary, we are selling the hardware, we are installing them, and we are operating them and maintenance them. So there is a physical maintenance every year. You need to check the charger. And on the software side, we are trying to introduce subscription models for apartment buildings where we are operating 300 chargers in one location. And we would like to collect money for the operation and for the invoicing and the maintenance too. But these projects are in the early phase. So our biggest project installed more than 200 chargers in one location last year. Before that, again, 200 chargers in one building. And the next year will be the first year where we can collect a subscription for these chargers.
I see. And very last question, can these VoLTEs communicate with each other?
Yeah, of course. So in the big apartment buildings where we have hundreds of chargers, the chargers are communicating each other, so they can do dynamic load balancing, which means we are measuring the current capacity of the building, and the chargers are charging with the remaining capacity, which is enough for them. So if the elevators are turned on or any other electrical device in the houses, the chargers are scaling back, even stopping the charging session. And when they have enough capacity, they will start the charging session again. And we can prioritize charging, similar to the fast track lane in the highway here that, for example, for penthouse users and CEOs in the office building, they can charge much faster speed.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
By the look of this thing, it seems to me like a level 2 charger, like the kind somewhere the 4 to 8, 10 kilowatt kind of range.
Yeah, it's a level 2 charger here. It's 22 kilowatt
22, okay.
in Europe, 3-phase, but can operate in 1-phase too. And this is called as a destination charger in Hungary. So where you leave your car for several hours, office buildings, home, or even if you go to cinema or any other place.
22 kilowatt is something that even a relatively short time will also make some difference for a lot of people. Yeah, okay. So what in that sense your typical customers? You mentioned apartment buildings, that makes sense. Hotel kinds of establishments or restaurant or parking mall, shopping mall kind of establishment come to mind. What are your typical customers here?
So my typical customers are real estate developers now, where they are installing, as I mentioned, several hundred chargers. The second market is office buildings. For example, Balázs mentioned Graphisoft. We are installed almost 100 chargers in Graphisoft Park in Hungary. And the other markets are the end customers. Home charging is a very big market for us, installing the chargers for the users. And we have many functions where we can work together with the solar systems. So you can charge your car when there is enough solar surplus energy. So you don't need to get the energy from the grid. And yeah, we are selling public chargers. We are operating public chargers in Hungary with partners where we are collecting money after the charging sessions, and we have some small percentage of the income. So basically, everyone is our customer who is need for an EV charger.
Are you going to be ready for bi-directional?
In the future, yes.
So we have partners out of Hungary, distribution partners, for instance, and we have also cooperation with charging point operators, CPOs.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you mentioned a couple different environments, like at home or an apartment building, as well as just a publicly operated charger. These are very different business models. How do you end up using one of these chargers? Especially what I'm interested in, especially is a public setting where like you literally just came to this place for the first time.
So because I hope this answers your question, but because we are developing our own software and we are listening to the customers, even end customers or a B2B customer, office building operator or a apartment building operator, our main USP, to call it that, because we are developing our own hardware and own software solution. We have this whole ecosystem, and because we are listening to the customers, we are doing rapidly new developments which is needed for this market. So even we are developing something today, maybe it will be outdated in 2 or 3 months, because this whole market is changing. The users have new requests to change the current functions to other or expand it with other things. That, yeah, this is one charger which should fit for all markets. So this is not a DC charger, so it's not good for the highways where you have only 20-30 minutes for charge or a bit more. It's for destination charging, as I mentioned, home, office, anywhere where you leave your car 1 or 2 or 3 hours or more hours.
My question was more about how do you use one of these devices?
Okay. At home, you just go home, grab the cable and the gun, and you plug it in. Or in the offices, you go there, plug it in. We have a RFID tag, which you can tap here, and it will start the charging session. And this RFID is already added in the backend system or to the charger. And end of the month, the office operators get automatic Excel reports where they can issue an invoice based on the consumption of the energy. Same for apartment buildings, where every garage slot has their own charger. They use it with RFIDs, and every first of the month they get the invoice for the house operators.
And of course, you can use the mobile application to handle the charging, so you can enable the charge with your mobile phone.
Yeah, it is connected to a EMSP or a CPO, which is e-mobility service provider, same as the charge point here, Blink or EVgo. You can start the charging session from the mobile application, or we have a separate kiosk with a tap to read.
Oh.
Great, thank you very much.
And I would like to ask Daniel Seles for The share to the meeting is good.
Good.
It is. If you
Oops. Ja. Átállítva a duplikatra.
the meeting share is not correct. This is good, but you want to reshare for the
Yeah,
meeting.
I understand, yes. Majd többieket is át kell húzni, már átállítunk. Good now? És akkor elkezdünk.
Okay.
It's good?
Okay, everybody is good. Everybody sees the presentation.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry for this little interruption of technical issues. Unfortunately, I forgot my laptop back at the hotel, so I had to improvise by this one. So my name is Daniel Széles. I represent Cube Hungary. That is a manufacturer of smart street furniture. And to be honest, to be more precise, we used to be just manufacturing smart urban furniture, but also we are jumping onto manufacturing smart bus shelters and smart docks. And to be more clear who we are exactly, these units are off-grid plug-and-play solutions, and we have started to develop that more than 10 years ago. The first prototype was placed in Budapest in the 3rd district 8 years ago, and ever since it's still up and running. We are maintaining it, we are cleaning it, and we are keeping it at the people's service. What we are proud of is that we have created a product that is sustainable. It's using recyclable materials such as hardened aluminum. It uses the sunlight to power up its services. It's generating the energy into the battery, and then providing the services such as the device charging, internet hotspot, environmental sensors. And later on, I'm going to tell you that our flagship product, the Q Plus and the Plus Note, has even more extended features. The vision itself was to create the indoor comfort, also in outdoors, especially for the new generations, as the Alpha generation is already a lot more. They are born into the digital world, and it's going to be just more and more difficult to get them away from this technology. And also, we are trying to emphasize that even now, with these kind of circumstances, going outdoors and having meaningful conversation and meetings that should not have any kind of restrictions, meaning with connectivity or energy. The core products that are right now mass produced in Hungary are the Cube Plus and the Plus Note, the Cube Echo, and the Cube Nano. All of these products has
the device charging, the internet hotspot features, and the internet, the environmental sensors. However, for the US market specifically, we would like to position the Plus and the Plus Note, the bigger version, as this is what we believe is more in core with our view to place it as a marketing as a marketing tool for companies and or for government entities. Meanwhile, the Echo and the Nano is more space effective, and if there are smart city projects or anything with sustainability to reach ESG goals, these might come in hand. But for the US specifically, we would like to position the Q Plus and the Plus Note. With the big version, we have an integratable touchscreen and also high quality audio system. And we believe that this is possible to combine with different kind of actually various ways of marketing strategies to reach further clients outdoors. And it's not just well, actually later we have that slide. So it's not just during the daytime, but also during the night. So it's a full 24/7 service. The integrated solar panel charges the battery enough that we have the capacity to run for more than 4 days without actually sunlight. And we actually have more than what's enough, but it's also ensuring that it's going to have as close as to a 100% standard and stable service for everything that is included. Yeah. So why exactly Cube in next to the generational developments or the generational changes? It's just very simple. I have felt many times that I just left my home, and during the meetings, during my travelings, at some point my battery was running out, and then it's just there are many areas where there would be impossible to charge it up, and many times right in the need when I wanted just to buy the next public transportation ticket, when I need a little bit of internet just to jump on at the foreign country. This is what we would like to emphasize and what we would like to help to the people. The corporate benefits, what we try to position for the US market is partially for the physical appearance, as the Q Plus and the Plus Note is 2.2 meters high. And because of this, in open spaces or also in city centers, this is very visible and very different kind of device or tool that appears on the street quite individually. But also with the video content and the digital content, there are more ways to combine this. And we have thought that the companies would be rather interested first the physical appearance and then the video content or the music content. And by experience from the Hungarian market, monthly we can take for such a subscription or rental service $3,200 per month. Or with shorter ones and specific ones, we can even divide it to smaller amounts. However, the core business model till this point was to sell the units separately and make the profit on them. But now that we have actually partnered up with Foxconn, I'm also going to have a slide to tell about. We can scale up with a much bigger quantity. Like previously, we have sold approximately 250 units globally, so not just in Hungary, but globally. And now for this year, we have a production capacity of up to 1,500 units. And within 5 years, we would like to reach 15,000 units annual production with the capability to bring it into the US via Foxconn, as they already have the know-how how to make and assemble the products. Right now we transport it fully assembled, but we are working on to transport it disassembled as well. With the ESG, it's environmental as I said, completely off-grid. No aerial construction is needed to install it at a certain place. There's no internet connection is needed to make it up and running. There's an integrated router, and that runs with a SIM card or either with an eSIM. So it's absolutely plug and play. There's no restriction that we need to apply in this way of meaning. So no approval by the government because it doesn't connect to a centralized power grid, and literally we can install it within 30 minutes. All what we need is basically sunlight and internet coverage at a certain location. Social, as kind of like what we've seen in Budapest and then later on in the other countries, is that this brings people together, gives them entertainment, gives them something to remember later, that this bench just has a function. This bench just gave us back something that we would think that it's essential because of our smart devices. And governance, because of the environment, the sensors, and also the usage data, we collect them, and we actually use use our dashboard system to track it, to track not just how many people use the device or what is the exact temperature, humidity, UV strength outdoors, or also the air quality, but also we monitor how the products work, whether something needs a maintenance, whether something needs some parts to be changed. And this works globally. We can also share it, and we can also integrate it into other system. And with the sharing, I mean to make a profile, and the client separately can manage to use the devices that they either purchase or lease, rent, and every single place where we have installed, we are proud that we give also the maintenance and cleaning service as an extra, as this is also what highly differentiates us from our competitors. Yeah. Yes. Also, what really differentiates, and this is how we really believe in our product, is that we give 3 years full warranty. That in case somebody purchases as well the maintenance and cleaning service, this is becoming a lifelong service included to the product. And so far we just maximally had to change either way a battery or some smaller particles. That's closer to the end of my speech, right? Okay, I'll wrap it up. So for partner with Foxconn, that is the proof of quantity and scalability for the company. This officially has started, and not just officially has started, but actually monthly we are capable to produce larger quantities. And already with an existing distributor system, we are conquering globally. However, right now, the focus for myself is for the US. And with the upcoming R&D projects, we are coming out soon with the bus shelter and the smart locks. And if there are any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Maybe you preempted one of my questions. I was about to ask about train and bus stations. You just mentioned bus shelter, so
yes,
I guess you're going in that direction. So the question is, what are you looking for at the moment? Are you looking for distributors or business partners or?
So business partners in a way, specifically for the US market, either way, a joint venture partner or venture capital partner, focusing on this area, and any partners who would help us in the segment with either way network or actual business in the area of delivery platforms, telecommunication companies, and marketing agencies.
Yeah, so I want to say great presentation. It's a really cool product. I'm curious about your integration to the US. I think a lot of major cities in the US struggle with homelessness, and I can see like vandalism and homelessness being a big problem for these, especially since you mentioned like having the warranty, having the maintenance. So yeah. I wonder what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah, so starting with the vandalism proof aspect of the product is that we use the hardened aluminum, and because of that, the frame itself is one of the most durable component of the whole product. But also we need to cover the soft areas like the touchscreen, the wireless charger part, and also the USB-C charger. These two usually are the ones that are most capable of having some kind of malfunctions. the solar panels, obviously, with the smaller ones. These have Gorilla Glass tempered glass protection, which is if somebody is not bringing a specific axe or hammer, not going to succeed to break anything. However, with this kind of specific part, the maintenance is as low as possible to change that. The products can be anchored to the ground, so by just simple physical force, if the client wants to anchor it, it's almost theft-proof. And even though if somebody goes with the flex and cuts it off, then we have a GPS tracker inside the product. So even if we experience that the bench all of a sudden just grew some legs, then we are going to be able to notify the client that this has happened, and we are helping each other to notify the police in that case it happens. And with the homeless issues that I had conversations in Los Angeles about it. So there are options how to make it uncomfortable to sleep on the benches. So just the regular rails or just handlebars in the middle. However, we cannot really restrict who's going to use the services. We can make the client an offer to make it either way subscription based, either way connected to a certain application. That's how you can have access to the internet, or even the charging, or either way make it not as a free internet hotspot.
Cool, awesome.
Two really quick questions. One is, do you guys have a rental program so someone can rent a cube just for an event?
Exactly. Yes, we do. We have the quantities to start with, approximately 50 to 100 products in the US. That is the starting quantity, and in our calculation, based on the Hungarian rental system and income, within 1 year, we can have already profit on the product.
I see. And the second one, since last year, if I remember, you presented, what's the major pain point, you guys? Any breakthrough you can mention?
So the biggest breakthrough is the scalability. Like a couple of months ago, was finished the conversion from being a startup and kind of like a handcrafted products into shifting mass production. So absolutely, we are capable to fulfill bigger orders. That's one of the biggest advantage from the previous year. And also that such features as a table included to the big one, and to make it as a smart outdoor picnic station or workstation. This is about to be real. So we made better the touchscreen and even the audio system. So it was meanwhile we couldn't produce with Foxconn and around the middle of beginning year, we made everything work better.
Thank you.
I'm curious, was there any interest in optionally connecting this to the power grid in the sense of I charge my battery, I can't do anything else, and I still have my solar panel? Is there any interest in taking back a bit?
We get too many requests of this. I can tell that, and this brings the problem of approval by the centralized power grid. So we know that there's a big demand. We are developing towards to it, but we need a certain quantity right now with Foxconn to make the mass production reasonable for us for this specific aspect. We have heard it from Japan, we have heard it from Turkey, that this is what they need just because they want a hybrid functionality, and this should work all the time. And sometimes it's just about product tenders, or just about tenders. If it's written over there, we have to make it.
Thank you for the great presentation. You were recently at CES, I understand.
Yes.
And I'm just curious about what's like the most interesting or most constructive feedback you received from either partners or people who are interested in your products that you're actually thinking about implementing, or that you think was most meaningful to hear?
Well, the most constructive element was connected to the audio system. that we are also developing to include AI assistant into the audio system so that people can talk to the smart bench or to the smart bus shelter. But specifically, the first project will be included with the bus shelter to give directions with the commuting. However, one of the great feedback with a very dear side project of ours is that with the AI assistant, we could help with the people with disabilities at certain stations. So those who would be blind, who would have other disabilities, and who would need some different kind of approach to help them and guide them. And this was really picked up in Budapest in the second district, very close to one of those institutions. And I really believe that this is going to be kind of like a very kind side project. And it was great to have a feedback on that on CS from a marketing agency whose marketing ads are focusing the alpha generation, and who has kind of like this focus disorder or something like that. So, or just they just sense things differently, and they wanted to have a nice conversation on joining these two, our hardware with their software.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I suggest then we'll continue with these questions at the end. So thank you very much. And I would like to ask our last presenter, Máté Görgényi, for
Yes.
Thank you very much. My name is Máté Görgényi. I'm the development director for Uphome Canada, based in Toronto. And today I'm going to present to you Uphome Smart Living solution. Smart building automation for modern property management is a complex and increasingly complex task. And since they are managing large portfolios, safety and tenant experience is also must scale. Uphome offers a unified platform to simplify building operations and elevate assess performance. Fragmented system is the industry challenge, which is slows down operation and impact over a portfolio efficiency. HVAC, access control, leak detection, camera, lighting, each often runs independently. Many processes remain manual or reactive. Increasing energy expenses and water damage risks are tightening operation margins, and also retrofitting older buildings requires flexible, non-destructive solutions. That is why we developed Uphome. Uphome transforms building into intelligence ecosystem. Our cloud-based automation platform unifies security, energy management, and building control into one powerful system, delivering seamless operation for multi-residential complexes, commercial property, and also custom homes. With enterprise-grade reliability, advanced integration, and dedicated technical support, Uphome makes smart building management effortless and scalable. What do we offer? A robust and highly reliable cloud-based automation platform. Let me just try to hide this. Sorry. Yeah, it's better now. Unified control and monitoring for access, security, HVAC, leak protection, lighting, shading, and so forth. Uphome works across wired and wireless ecosystem also. We are doing Wi-Fi, Zigbee, Z-Wave, and Bluetooth, all in one solution for multi-residential, commercial, and retrofit environments. Let me share some key features of Uphome. Centralized control of the system. Uphome brings lighting, climate, and security into one and easy-to-use platform. One system controls access, tracks activity, and keeps building secure. Residents can enter with their key fobs, PIN code, mobile phone, even license plate recognition. The first presenter was adaptive recognition. We met them after the first CES, and we did the integration in a couple of months. So great Hungarian technologies should work together, right? So that really makes seamless, for example, the parking in a high-rise building or parking any kind of parking solution. For managers, everything is controlled from one convenient interface. Users, access permissions, cameras, and all schedules. It's faster, smarter, and more secure. We have a very user-friendly mobile application for the users. The dedicated mobile app provides real-time monitoring and control of all building systems, allowing user to make adjustment from anywhere. This enhances convenience, accessibility, and flexibility for both residents and building managers. Energy optimization and risk reduction features, automated heating and lighting schedules, intelligence leak detection, with water station integration for adaptive HVAC and smart thermostat, real-time metering with comprehensive energy dashboard, and support for a wide range of sensors, solar inverters, Fronius, SolarEdge, and Huawei, and even EV charging solution. We have our own EV charger too. Customizable settings, Uphome's customizable settings allow users to tailor their needs. This flexibility ensures that both tenants and property managers can create an environment that fits their preferences and optional requirements. The benefits for developers and our target market and target groups are developers, property management companies, and also system integrators company who are setting up and installing our system. So the builders can increase the market competitiveness through future-proof technology like Uphome, enhance sustainability, improved building efficiency, boosted tenant engagement through smart and convenient spaces, reduce operational costs, which would improve ESG metrics. Benefits for property management and property managers, efficient operation with a lower maintenance cost, tenant engagement, which will mean the higher tenant retention, comprehensive event logs through enhanced security, and new revenue streams through smart living as a service. Some technology highlights. It's scalable from individual units to the entire portfolios, which means Uphome centralizes portfolio-wide building management into a single scalable cloud platform, giving managers instant control at scale. We have a wired and a wireless controller too, which has several digital and analog inputs and outputs. This is the wired controller, which has numerous physical ports, inputs, outputs, enhances flexibility and scalability by allowing direct integration of various sensors, actuators, and third-party devices without requiring additional hubs or converters. We have the wireless ecosystem. This is our wireless hub, and how you see on the picture, we have different kind of and widely well-known brands which we are integrated with, and this is why we are calling our solution a future-proof solution, because we are open and we are actually managing integrations towards and with these kind of wireless devices daily, because as probably everybody knows, not just in this industry, but everybody who lives in nowadays, you see that those wireless devices are popping up in every second from China. So we are ready to ready to integrate those devices right away. It's not even a very high cost because our system is built for that purpose. Let me just share a couple of references from Canada. 252 Church Street, located in Toronto. This is a 181 unit condominium, and that condominium runs on UpHome. The full access control and security was integrated into including the cloud video intercom and the remote management platform for the building management. Adagio condominium is also in Toronto. It's a 202 unit condominium, but it's a high-end condominium, and it has the full UpHome access control system and the integrated security, but it also has the smart unit feature. So all the units in that condominium has also the smart controller inside. So it's not just the building which users can manage and use through our application or the management platform, but also their units are having all the features. And actually, it's upgradable. So for first, you just put the wireless controller, maybe make the light smart and the shade. But then if the residents require, you can upgrade. It's very easily with a smart thermostat, even put the flood mitigation in, and like multi-room audio and all those integrations which we have. 8 Wesley residents in Toronto. It's 600 units. It's also a larger building, but not the largest one actually, which we have. We now it's under construction, but it's a 1,200 unit condominium which we are doing there. Also full scale access control and security, cloud video call, and the remote management platform. So why partner with UpHome? A question. It's a scalable smart building for property management and builders, collaborative and new developments, which means that we have an end-to-end support from design to deployment for our customers. Experience and reliability, which mean we have a proven experience across MDUs and commercial and also custom home environments. And UpHome's expert team and advanced resources deliver unparalleled customer support. We have a daily base connection with the development team in Hungary, so it's a very short support line. Yeah, so lead the future of the real estate with UpHome. It was right away 10 minutes, right? Thank you. Yes.
Do you integrate with smart home appliances which the people living in the units would be using?
Yeah, so actually the wireless, so we have the wired controller in the building, which has numerous physical ports. So you can basically connect to them, and how we are managing, for example, the heating and the flood mitigation for a large building. But when you put the wireless controller into the hub, into your smart unit, it gets into the same ecosystem. And since we are using the technology, the wireless technology, Z-Wave, Zigbee, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi, basically we can interact with any of those devices, which gives us the possibility to integrate with. So our development team, that's what actually I do. I find a new device. I just send it back to Hungary to the guys. We are looking at the exposes, right? And then it's like seconds, and then it's in the system already. So we are doing this. We are expanding our portfolio with those well-known brands, and we just recently we had Schneider and Ultra Pro, for example, for the lights, and there was a higher end need for a better light, and we just integrated Legrand recently. So we are doing it, and we are very flexible in that way.
Yeah. So have you started working on thread integration and Matter?
Yes, our team is ready for that one. So how our development is going is that we're serving our customers nowadays, but we have a second line of development which goes ahead. So that's how we are also future-proof. because we are implementing new technologies as well. Yes. So who we are looking for? Yeah. Another question?
Just a simple question. I'm an IT guy and I hate programming. So the basic question is, how do you program my house at home? For example, this kind of wall. So probably the basic question is it at least or at all possible to program the customer itself at home?
Yes. So in Canada, my experience.
Before answering the next question would be,
okay.
Being IT guy, I hate programming. So is there a chance to do the programming with no code?
So regarding a programming, it usually starts with a service ticket if it afterwards, right? Okay. So we can provide that. But actually, yes, it's a very intuitive platform which we have. So regarding a custom home, we usually provide the platform for the user because it's very easy to use. And actually, we are not charging subscription on the custom home itself, but actually we have security integration, alarm integration, which is like DRC and Paradox alarm systems. And they have a kind of a monitoring service. So if we are doing this, then we can do the monthly. But otherwise, it's a very easy and no-code program interface. You can even program your home right when, if kind of rules for your lights, for the shades, or whichever you would like to do. But myself, like the integrator partners who we are working with, they are using a web-based platform, which is much easier. It's a little bit more sophisticated, so we are not providing this to the end user, but actually it has the same functionality. So the application itself is user friendly enough to do your own programs.
Is this your own developed environment?
Yes, 100%. So the controller, Chameleon is the company in Hungary, and the international company is Up Home Smart Living Plus, and the hardware itself is also manufactured by Chameleon, and not just the software development. So the software and the hardware is owned by Chameleon as well.
Nice.
Thank you.
What is your current ROI? If you can.
Sorry, the questions. Yeah.
Yeah. What is your current ROI, return on investment?
So it depends on the project. So we are
on average, like from the three different.
Are you talking about the whatever the operation efficiency or something?
No, I'm talking the return of investment. So more like you granting the software for them for use upfront, or they all of them paying the hefty price upfront and that's it? Or what's...
Okay, so yeah, so for example, if we are talking about a high-rise building, then the builder will finance and buy the hardware, and that's why I was asked from whom's perspective you're talking about the return of investment, because
your company perspective.
Okay, so I'm a distributor company of that product. So I'm not selling directly to end users. I'm selling these products to the to system integrators who are installing the product and actually collecting the monthly revenue. Right? So,
okay.
Yeah. So, and I also have a subscription towards the system integrators, but this is like a small margin, and actually I also share my revenue with the mother company Chameleon, because we are providing cloud interface which has a cost, and also we have to finance the continuous development.
I see. Right? Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for the great presentation. Actually, I have two questions. One is there a minimum size of apartment buildings or condos where your systems start making sense for them? That's number one. And number two is, like, what are the biggest challenges you are hoping to overcome in order to grow? Are those challenges around sales or technology? Just trying to understand a bit more like your growth trajectories and obstacles.
Yeah, so the minimum size is one custom home. So we have custom homes in Toronto. Obviously, those are the multi-million sizes, but this is like, because we are not really marketing ourselves into the custom homes. In Hungary, Chameleon was doing the smart home, and because in Hungary there is not really a like high-rise building and condominiums and rentals, so that market doesn't really exist in Hungary. So when Chameleon came to the North American market and founded Uphome, that's when actually the guys started to develop the access system and those features which are for the MDUs. So we do not really have a minimum size, and because we are not really doing the custom homes, but we do commercial spaces, offices, and those are actually a very, very good market too. Because if we are talking about the new build condominium, it can take, like, the lead time could be also almost like 2 years or something, right? So when it finally gets into occupation, when we can do then the upsell for the end user, since the system is in the unit, but we have not really a minimum limit of size. So different business model, different pricing, right? When we're selling to, but my customers are actually the builders, developers, but the direct customers are system integrators who I am selling to, and they are going to install this. But if it's a new build, then obviously I have to convince the builder too. But then the property management company will be the one who is going to use my system and will pay the bill, right? So it's quite a complex story. I have to attack the market from different ways. But yeah, so we are growing. We have growing presence in Toronto, in Canada actually, not only in Toronto, but we are looking for system integrators or builders on the US market too.
Is the challenge more on the basically sales side or technology side or financing side? Or...
What I see, one step we need, we are almost finishing it actually, is a Yardi integration. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Yardi as a property management software, but I see that if we are integrating it, then actually we will be 100% have the compatibility on the US market. So we don't really have. We have to increase the sales force, obviously. That's why we are here today, and yeah. So I could find actually a safe dealer probably in near Los Angeles. So we'll have to start to cooperate, and then if you have reference, then that's when you can point it, and then you can grow, you can find new partners. Yeah, but we are very competitive actually, price wise, 100%. Thank you.
There is a question in the chat.
Yeah.
Online. It says from Katalin Burris. She says, do you have an example of retrofitting an old apartment house or condo?
Sorry, what was the last part?
An example of retrofitting?
Yes, retrofitting. Yeah, retrofit market is one of our best market actually. And if we are just using the wireless device, then obviously it's easy. You don't even have to break the walls. But on the access part too, because we can use, probably most buildings have the front door like an electric strike, or have the card reader, but they don't have the smart solution. They don't have the good platform for managing users and access logs and all these things. And we can use all those wires too. We don't have to rewire the building, the whole building. We can use the old wires and put our controller in the mechanical room, and the building will go up to the cloud, and will be manageable remotely or on these new platforms which we provide. So yes, the retrofit market is actually a very strong market for us, and actually there's ICT. Probably ICT. It's another well-known brand. There was another project when ICT was doing the building. but they liked our solution better, but they didn't want it to rewire, so we just went there, and then we put our controller in front of ICT, so the whole platform and everything was ours, but the physical relays were pulled by ICT because they liked our solution too. So it's it's just the creativity afterwards, but yeah, we are doing retrofit.
So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We're going to start the recording, and then obviously everybody can ask questions from representatives in a very informal setting. We just start the recording.
Please enjoy the refreshments, and we have also another Hungarian company here who are not presenting.